Let's talk about the Jurassic Green. This thing's amazing for PvE. I absolutely love it, and it's all thanks to the updated perk pool that we got this year, giving it incandescent. I'm going to explain how to get this weapon, the god roll for it, if it's viable in PvE and PvP, and then I'm going to talk about my overall thoughts of it, and that'll be it. First of all, this weapon comes from the Festival of the Lost. It's an ongoing event that happens every single year around Halloween time. It's happening right now until sometime in November, so jump on this weapon if you want to get it, because you only have a limited amount of time. This weapon came out last year, and it comes from Haunted Lost Sectors. It's a very easy activity. You don't have to do anything else in the event but jump into Haunted Lost Sector, and you're almost guaranteed one of these Jurassic Greens. It drops like 3 pieces of loot, and they're all weapons from each and every haunted sector you do, so it's a very, very high probability that you will get a very good roll on your Jurassic Green, and there's a high chance you'll get multiple Jurassic Greens. Jurassic Green came out a full year ago with Festival of the Lost with the dinosaur armor and the whole dinosaur theme last year, and that was super exciting. It was a super fun gun to use last year, but it didn't quite do enough in the meta. It was fun to use, but after the event went away, everybody kind of just forgot about it. Now, this time around, I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is here to stay, and I think that it's going to stick around for quite a while. So let me break down this weapon really quickly. The Jurassic Green is a rapid-fire frame pulse rifle. So that means that it's going to be throwing out tons and tons of low-damaging bullets very, very quickly. And it has a 35-round magazine, which is pretty dang good for a pulse rifle. Then it has the origin perk, Search Party. This came with the updated perk pool this year for some of the Festival of the Lost weapons. Search Party is very, very good for PvP, and it can do some good things in PvE, but it's not that noticeable. Basically, the perk allows you to aim down sights faster and walk faster while you're aiming down sights, if your teammates are not near you. Now, luckily, this perk can activate when you're pretty close to your teammate. That being said, it's really not that important of an origin trait. You can kind of ignore this origin trait specifically for PvE. Now, if we compare this to other solar pulse rifles specifically, where would this fit in the meta? Well, we have the Ogma and the Forge's Pledge, and they both have stats for all and one for all, but they don't have incandescent. And so that's why I think this already is better than both of those weapons. We also have these Stars and Shadows, and this has a crap load of damage perks and other perks, and that's very good for ability builds and stuff like that. But again, it doesn't have incandescent, so it's still not beating the Jurassic Green in my book. Then we have the BXR Battler. BXR Battler and the Jurassic Green are very, very close in my book. I think the BXR Battler excels in higher end content like GMs, Master Raids, Master Dungeons, and I think the Jurassic Green excels in lower end content. That may sound strange, and you might be thinking, how can something excel in higher end content but not in lower end content? Now, the reason why I believe the Jurassic Green is excelling at that lower end content, so everything from a normal raid down, is because of its rate of fire. It's just like the Callus mini tool. It shoots ridiculously fast, but the bullets are low damage, but they're enough damage to tear through red bars and activate incandescent and blow up a lot of larger enemies. The BXR Battler can do the same thing, but at a slower pace. So being able to tear through things at a faster pace is the reason why it makes it so much better. Now, the BXR Battler does more damage over time and more damage with each burst. So that's why it's better at GMs and things like that. That's why it sits at the top. That's why you're bringing this into very high-end content. And the BXR Battler is still one of the most amazing PvE weapons for normal content down. But the Jurassic Green just has that edge like the Callus Mini Tool has with SMGs. It just shoots very, very fast. You get your ammo back very, very fast, and you're activating incandescent a lot. Another reason why the Jurassic Green is very, very good for normal content down is because of subsistence. With every single kill you're getting a little bit of ammo back. And if you're one bursting something, you're getting all of your ammo back from that one burst. So in theory, let's just say you were just shooting thralls, you would never have to reload because every single kill would give you your ammo back, and then you'd be blowing up a bunch of targets. So that alone is very, very good for lower end content. Now that we know exactly where it places in the solar pulse rifle meta, let's talk about the god roll. Now, as far as the masterwork goes, I think that there are two very, very good options, and I think the other two are very good as well, but just not quite there. Reload speed is very, very good. You can just reload faster, and that's always nice. Then we have handling. This just makes the gun feel more fluid. And then we have range and stability. I feel confident enough to control the recoil, so I don't have to worry about stability. And then with the range, I feel like I'm getting pretty close to stuff, so I don't need that much range. As far as the barrel goes, Arrowhead Break is fantastic because you're going to get a better recoil direction and you're getting some more handling. And then as far as the magazine goes, we've got like 3 good options. We have armor piercing so that you're going to be doing more damage to shielded targets. And then we've got appended mags, so that increases your magazine size. And that's very good because you'll turn this from a 35 magazine to a 41. That's great. Then we have Alloy Magazine, and this just allows you to reload even faster. As far as perks go, there's really just two options. You want Subsistence and Incandescent. Subsistence is just going to give you those bullets back, just like I said before, and then Incandescent, it's going to spread Scorch to nearby targets, and if you spread enough Scorch, things are going to start blowing up. This is very, very good, and it's probably the best solar perk in the game right now for PvE. Now, if you don't want Incandescent, first of all, I wouldn't recommend using this weapon at all if you don't want Incandescent, but there's also Frenzy and Multi-Kill Clip. Those are both very fun perks. They're good damaging perks. Those are great options, but Incandescent is really the only thing that makes this gun so good. If you're not going to use those two, just don't use this. Use the BXR Battler. Now that we've established the God Roll, let's talk about the viability of it in PvE and PvP. As far as PvE goes, this thing's going to make your life so much easier for just absolutely destroying normal raid content down. It's very, very easy. It makes you feel like you're using a Callus mini tool with a pulse rifle. It's an S tier weapon for me. Now, as far as PvP goes, it's a very fun gun to use, and it's good, but it cannot beat other rapid-fire frames in its category. The Darkest Before and the Horror's Least just destroy this thing. Okay, well, that is everything I have to say about the Jurassic Green. If you found this video entertaining or informative at all, please subscribe and share this video with a friend. It would mean so much to me. We're a really small channel, but we've been growing a lot in the last few weeks, and I'm excited to see how far this channel can go, and I really am looking forward to giving you guys more Destiny content regularly. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day, Guardians.